You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, I've got your weekly prediction edition. We're going to talk about Audra being outed and Kane being betrayed. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, reach down, click that subscribe button. We've got predictions for Adam and Chelsea, for Claire, for Lily and Kane, for Daniel and Tessa, and also for Kane and Audra. Let's get right into it. Our very first prediction, Adam and Chelsea are going to struggle. So Friday spoilers say Adam has had enough of Chelsea's loyalty to Billy. Also this week, Adam and Chelsea run into Nick and Sharon while they're out. So Nick took Adam's side about not attacking Billy until Victor told Nick that Billy Boy is working with Kane. And Wednesday's spoilers say Nick loses patience with Billy. I suspect it's because he and Kane are targeting Chancellor to take it from Nikki. So I think Nick may circle back around to Adam with an update and tell him attacking Billy is the same thing as attacking Kane because they're partners in crime. We have to stop them. This is Newman family loyalty at stake. And I do think Nick might convince Adam to go ahead and run those hit pieces against Billy where Victor poking and prodding him did not work. Chelsea is going to have to get on board or suck it up, Buttercup. You know, sounds like she's not happy with Adam by the end of the week, but he may tell her, look, Billy's coming after Nikki and all the Newman companies, including the one that we're running. And by helping Kane, Billy has made himself the enemy. That's his choice. Hopefully this won't push Chelsea and Adam apart. But at this point, as far as I can see, Billy does not deserve Chelsea's loyalty. And Adam actually does. So we'll see. Victor's not going to tolerate it. We'll watch how it goes. Our second prediction, Claire has had enough. So on Monday, Audra tells Kyle he can't resist her and pulls him into a kiss at Society right as Claire walks in. And this wasn't too long after Claire was telling Victoria that she really hopes she can trust Kyle and was acknowledging that she doesn't have a lot of experience with relationships. Tuesday, we'll see how it goes. I suspect Kyle's going to take a step back and ask Audra what the heck she's doing. Hopefully Claire will see Kyle rejecting Audra and shutting her down. On Tuesday, Audra has to cover her tracks with Nate, and Claire decides to take care of things herself. So she's already really annoyed about Victor conspiring with Audra, but Claire is also going to be a little mad at Kyle over seeing this lip lock. And let's be clear, he's not been entirely transparent with Claire about kissing Audra in France and rolling around on the bed with her to test her. You know, I think most ladies would be miffed, and I think Claire's going to be. Plus, I'm not sure what Audra is playing at kissing Kyle in public when Nate just walked out of the restaurant a few minutes before. You know, maybe Audra saw Claire coming in and did it on purpose and figures that she would just tell Nate, oh, Kyle grabbed me and kissed me. You know, I didn't know. But I do think that Audra has underestimated Claire if she thinks she's going to sit on this. Whether Claire believes Kyle or not, I do think Claire will take action to lash out at Audra. And remember, Claire knows Nate pretty well because he's very close to her mom, Victoria, and he was helping them when Cole was sick, and then, of course, was there for them when Cole died. So I definitely think Claire may blab Audra's scandalous secret to Nate because she thinks he deserves better than that skank, and then Audra is going to face a reckoning. Our third prediction, Lily tries to play Kane. So this week, Lily walks into Kane's rail car as he's happily, checking it out now that it's there in Genoa City. Wednesday, Victor goes up against Kane, and on Friday, Kane promises Lily something. So Victor advised Lily to not avoid Kane and instead to get closer to him to find out what he's up to since all the GC companies are at risk. Lily and Devon discussed it being a good idea. Devon doesn't like it, but Lily thinks she probably should do it. And it seems like she decides that Victor's right, and leading Kane on and making him think he has a future with with Lily is the best way to find out more about the threat that Kane poses to everybody. But really, to me, it's just Victor once again using a woman that he's already treated badly to do his dirty work. Kind of like he did Audra dirty initially by firing her, and then he got her to tangle with Kyle. He did Lily dirty with Chancellor, and now he's using her. Victor really doesn't seem to have a lot of respect for women, even his own wife, when he's lying to her face every single day, and his excuse is, I know what's best. My goodness. Lily thinks the reward is worth the risk, though, and she trots over to Kane's rail car. I think Lily needs to take it slow and act reluctant at first. Maybe tell Kane that she's, trying to be nice to him for the kid's sake. But given how hot he is to have Lily back, I think she can probably play him. However, if Kane sees Lily chatting with Victor, he may figure out Lily is betraying him because of Victor, and that might flip everything, and he may be more determined to destroy Victor, and he may change his tune about Lily. Our fourth prediction, Daniel kisses Tessa. So on Monday, Daniel is trying to give Tessa some advice, tells her not to give up on Mariah, but Tessa says her marriage seems to be over. And on Thursday, Daniel confesses something about his feelings to his dad, Danny. So, Daniel's finally on the path to getting closure about Heather's death and working through his grief. And he's a single parent. And now, for a while, Daniel has been there for Tessa, who also finds herself an unexpected single parent needing some help. Daniel and Tessa have had a slow-growing bond of friendship, and it may spark from there. This week, Daniel tells his dad, Danny, that he's starting to catch some feelings for Tessa. I don't think that Daniel will mean for it to happen, but I could see him and Tessa having a moment, hanging out, and Daniel kind of gets this vibe, and he swoops in for a kiss. However, I don't think Tessa's ready for that. She's grieving the loss of her marriage, and I'm guessing Daniel will apologize and he'll feel bad. But Tessa may circle back around after she thinks about it and tells him, my marriage is over. Maybe we can give it a shot. And the other thing I wonder is whether Mariah sees them kiss and it inspires her to file for divorce because she may think Tessa's better off with Daniel, given that Mariah smothered some random dude. Our fifth and final prediction, Kane makes a surprising move with Audra. So Tuesday, Phyllis is telling Daniel about some of her sneaky business deals with Kane, and she doesn't even know all the moves he's got cooking. And on Wednesday, Victor's lashing out at Kane, and Jack gets a surprising invitation. Thursday, Victor and Nick talk about taking down their enemies. And also this week, Audra tells Nate she decided she doesn't want Victor to invest in Vibrante. That's a big fat lie. And she may be busted out to Nate soon, and he may dump her. So Audra is probably going to wind up just as hated as Kane soon, because a lot of people already know she was letting Victor pay her to seduce Kyle to break up him and Claire, which is really sketch. The Newmans don't like her. The Abbotts don't trust her. Nate's going to dump her. That means she'll likely lose Amy too. Sally's going to be the only friend she's got left in town. So Kane may consider investing in Vibrante to stick it to Victor and to have a company to use to compete against Jabot. I could totally see Kane and Audra conspiring. Kane may be the only person Audra has left that would consider being in her corner, aside from her friend Sally, who really has no power to help her.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.